This is part 2 of the video where I'll be speaking about how to go from being sluggish to being energized, but in a mental and emotional way. And so to not waste your time, let's get right into the video. Now, the first thing that you should be doing is to have a good amount of sleep every single night. And this is quite an obvious one, but you'll be surprised how so many people have poor sleep. And this is an obvious one because poor sleep can lead to poor recovery, meaning your body won't be able to have enough time for it to recover, and also it won't be able to have enough time for it to reset, including your brain as well. Your brain is not going to have enough time for it to reset, meaning your mental clarity is not going to have enough time for it to reset as well. So how do you expect yourself to be mentally energized if you don't sleep enough? And one tip as well when trying to sleep for 7 to 9 hours per night is to sleep and wake up at the same time, and also limit screen times before and after going to sleep. So avoid going on your phone, and avoid using the screen for at least 1 hour before you sleep and at least 1 hour after you wake up. Especially after you wake up, because after you wake up, your brain is going to be ready for everything. Your brain is going to be ready for everything. So why waste that mental energy that you have from using your phone, or unless if it's something necessary, then yeah, fair enough. But however, if you're using it just to scroll on TikTok or any of the other social media platforms, then how do you expect yourself to be mentally energized or even mentally focused? How do you expect yourself to focus on your tasks? And not only that, it will also reduce your mood. It will not improve your mood. So to simply fix this, get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and sleep and wake up at the same time, and limit screen times before and after bed. Now, the second thing that you should be doing is to eat a protein-rich diet and avoid having these low-fat diets. And I think the reason why people really avoid these the reason why people do these low-fat diets is because they're scared of cholesterol. Now, you shouldn't be scared of cholesterol. In fact, cholesterol is one of the most important macronutrients that you should be having. And yeah, people are so scared to be having high levels of cholesterol when they don't understand that there's two different types of cholesterol. There's bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. Of course, having high levels of bad cholesterol is bad, but people don't understand that there's two different types of cholesterol. And whenever people hear themselves having high cholesterol, they never know, because that high cholesterol is made up of both good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, and maybe a majority of that high cholesterol is from the good cholesterol, not even from the bad cholesterol. Now, obviously, to drive your performance in the gym and to drive your performance in any other exercise, it's not really a good idea to be having a high amounts of fat, but you shouldn't completely remove your fats, because again, fats is very important for hormone optimization and for hormone regulation as well. And yeah, it also slows down your digestion, meaning it will reduce your insulin production, meaning you won't be getting those high levels of insulin, which can then lead to you feeling very, very tired. Not to say that your carbs are not important as well, and obviously they are important for your performance, to fuel your workouts and to maximize muscle retention and all of these things. But completely removing your fats is not a good idea to be doing, because again, you need fats in your system. So yeah, so to simply fix this, you should aim to have 20 to 25% of your calories coming from your fats. Or yeah, you can have more if you want as well. But however, if you're someone that's trying to lose body fat or even build muscle and lose fat at the same time, then you shouldn't really be having too much fat, and you should aim to have around 25% of your calories coming from fats and the rest coming from your carbs. Excuse me, sorry. Now, you should also ensure that you're eating a clean, protein-rich diet, meaning you should be prioritizing protein. You should be prioritizing protein in every single meal that you have, as protein is key as it allows you to help you feel fuller for longer and for more hours. And also alongside that as well, you should be having a clean whole food diet as well, as much as you can. You should aim to eat clean majority of the time as well, as your diet can actually have a massive impact on how you feel and how energized you are and all of these things, because your gut and your brain is connected. It has a connection. So if you provide your gut with the wrong if you don't provide your gut with any micronutrients whatsoever, then your brain is just going to, you're just going to be feeling sluggish. Of course you're going to be feeling sluggish, because why would you feel energized if you're not providing your body with the micronutrients that it needs for your calories to be converted into energy? And so however, on the other hand, if you provide your body with the right nutrients, if you provide your gut with the right nutrients, then it will improve your mental clarity and it will improve your mood as well. And so yeah, make sure you're having a healthy, clean, protein-rich diet, and ensure that you do not have a low-fat diet, because cholesterol is important. It's an important macronutrient. And so yeah, don't let anyone tell you that cholesterol is bad. Obviously, bad cholesterol is bad, but your cholesterol is made up of two different types: the bad cholesterol and the good cholesterol. And so yeah, obviously I'm not saying to completely cut out carbs and have a high-fat diet. That's not what I'm trying to tell you to do. But if you completely removing your fats from your diet, that will have a major impact on how you feel, and you will tend to feel sluggish all the time, and for insulin production as well. So yeah, make sure you eat some fats and make sure you eat clean majority of the time. And this leads me on to the third point, which is to limit processed foods and limit alcohol as well, because those two can have a major effect on your testosterone, and meaning it will lower your testosterone. It will lower your testosterone, and testosterone is a hormone that's very essential for every man to have, as having high levels of cholesterol will help you boost your energy, meaning you'll be more focused and you won't get that sense of sluggishness in your mentally and emotionally as well. Again, like I said, if you eat rubbish, then you're going to feel rubbish. It's simple as that. Now, the fourth thing that you should be doing to improve yourself mentally and to improve your mental energy as well is to exercise regularly. This will, number one, improve your mental health, and number two, it will release endorphins into your brain, which is a happy hormone that is designed to help improve your mood, which is why you always tend to feel good and feel mentally refreshed after you finish your workout. So make sure you exercise regularly Now, the last and final tip that you should do to go from being sluggish to being mentally energized and emotionally feel better is to cut down as much stress as you can, as stress can increase your cortisol, which can then crowd your mind, making tasks or even small tasks feel draining. Now, the way to cut down stress is to manage it, and to manage it, you're going to have to fight over it. And there are several ways that you can do this. And the several ways are having small conversations with people that you love, your friends, your family, anyone, and deep breathing exercises, meditation, which in my opinion is the number one, is one of the most powerful methods to reduce your stress. Sophrology, which again is another form of meditation, which involves doing multiple things at once, but I'm going to touch that in another video. So stay tuned for that video, and you can reduce it by simply doing any form of exercise. Yeah, so these are like my 5 ways that you can manage stress. And so these are my 5 tips that I would highly recommend for you guys to implement if you want to feel mentally energized and if you want to improve yourself emotionally. If you find this video helpful, then don't forget to leave that subscribe button and like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.